doing? See if I can go live. It says I'm live. All right, Josie. Go to Paint Pixie. Here I am, and hopefully woo! I did it! Oh my gosh, got you on my iPad. Let's see if I, there. I don't know how, I'm going to try to read comments from down here as I'm working. But anyway, thank you for being here. How are you? I hope you've had a great weekend, that you had a great weekend. I had a great one because our oldest daughter was visiting, and we had such a great time. Took her off-roading on Friday, and then we rented an ATV, and that was just so much fun. And then Saturday, we just drove up Oak Creek Canyon. If you didn't know, I live in Sedona, so if you ever come to Sedona, you have to drive up and down the canyon. It's just breathtaking up there. So we just, and then had dinner with friends. So anyway, today, I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you a kit, which I completely forgot how much I'm charging for these. I have been putting together so many kits. I believe this is just a straight $10 kit. I know it can't be more than that. I apologize. I probably should look real quick here and have the facts for you. I'm fired. I am just fired. What can I say? I do want to have the facts for you. So then I'm going to show you this cute little kit. Oh, and I think I do have them on the website. I better make sure they are, right? Before I start, well, if I don't have them on the website right now, they will be on the website by the end of, or when I'm done with my live. Why am I always such a mess, huh? All right, so I know you've got better things to do, so let's just move forward. So this is something I thought of months and months ago. I don't know why. Sometimes I feel like maybe my ideas are a little bit goofy. But I wanted to have something cute that the kids, maybe you could do with your kids, right? Grandkids or whatever. So what I did is I came up with like a little place card. I'm going to remove I'm going to see my comments here. Hold on. Let's see. How come? There we go. Well, no, because then it doesn't matter, I guess. So, I thought it'd be cute to have a little kit. I'm calling it a place card kit. You could either write someone's name on this, put it in front of their plate, or you could use it in front of, let's say you're doing a buffet-style dinner. This could be made for any time of the year. This kit, I'm going to tell you, I know it's not more than $10. If it is, I'd be really surprised. So I apologize. You're going to get enough of the elements to make two. So I've made one that I wanted to make it look like it was Christmas bulbs, right? Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Lizzie Lane. Hello, my friends. Okay, I wanted to make it kind of look like Christmas bulbs, right? In case you wanted to do a Christmas theme. The other one, just to show you, I thought it'd be cute to kind of make it look like a sunflower, right? It'd be good for fall, for any time of the year. And I purposely left the middles a little bit lighter because I'm going to tell you what this kit comes with. Okay, so you're going to get a washable marker. That way, once you paint and seal the middle, or maybe you want to write names on here, who knows? But once you seal it, you could use your washable marker and use these over and over again. Or they make cute little gifts for your guests. If they come to dinner, you have a little place setting for them. Maybe you send them home with this, right? Something you've made because you're making it from the heart. And hello, Carrot. So, again, you're going to get, I will show you. In each kit, it makes 2 place card holders. You're going to get 4 of these because you're going to need 1 for the base, right? And you're going to need 1 for the middle. So since it's a kit for 2, you're going to need 4 of them. You're going to get 4 blocks for the stands, right? So each stand's going to use 2 blocks. And then these little wood biscuits, you're going to get 20 of them. And you don't have to use all 10 on each one. I chose to because I had a thought in my head. But today, what I'm going to do is kind of see if we can't mimic the colors, maybe of a turkey, right? If you want to use it for Thanksgiving. And then another thing, I actually have Benny in the freezer freezing. But I thought, going back to the Christmas one, I haven't painted my molds yet. But you know we're selling the little molds, right? This is Santa. How cute would it be to have Santa, come back here, got my iPad on. Maybe have Santa or the snowman or Benny just kind of peeking over it. I think that could be really, really cute. All right, so to get started, I'm going to turn my glue gun on. Oh, it's on. Okay. Let's let it heat up a little bit. I'm going to show you how I go about. I'm going to tilt you down. Let's see if unless I can, right? Oh, and I brought a new light in that I forgot I totally had. It is a zoom light, so I'm really hoping maybe this will be the answer to my lighting problems. Let's see, I can see it in my iPad. It looks like, I don't know. Is that going to work? Maybe I need to get a little closer. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have too much light coming in from the other windows. So first thing I want to do is I want to get my stand made. What I like to do is I'm going to use a ruler. Now these discs are 3 inches. So what I like to do is find my middle, so that would be 1.5 inches. And I do have in the instructions, I've taken pictures of what I've done so that you can kind of follow along in case you're not getting it. And I'm going to go ahead and draw a line. And it doesn't have to be perfectly centered. You don't have to center it at all. I'm centering it because that's what I wanted to do. Now I want to make sure I have enough room for my disc, right? So it's really important you can measure the disc, which is actually less than 1/8 of an inch thick. Or you could do something maybe like this where you, right? If you want a tight fit, it doesn't have to be a tight fit. I'll show you these. I think this might be these. So, right, you've seen this. That's about a 3/8 of an inch wide, I want to say. So you can see, I think you can see that, right? There's room. It doesn't have to be exact, but if you do it too far apart, the further apart you do it, the more this is going to lay back. So I prefer mine to sit up just a little bit or lay back just slightly. But I'm just showing you that if you want to just, you know, have it fit tight, you can. And that would be, or you can measure it out a little bit since I've already, like I said, when I did mine, believe it, they were not 3/8, that's too much. Those are 1/8 marks. Oh, Josie. It might have been like 1/4 of an inch. Let's see. I think I painted those. But either way, you know, even if it's 1/4 of an inch, that's going to give you plenty of room. Here, I'm going to tilt you. You need to be able to see what I'm doing here. Right, that's going to give you plenty of space. And when you, well, my lines aren't straight, Josie. That's because I'm kind of, I feel like I've kind of kept you waiting too long on all this. So it's all right, it's going to work. It's going to work just fine. Hey, Priscilla, Pam Dudley, how are you? Ruth, hello, Barbara, everybody, thank you for being here. Okay, and, you know, typical of myself, what I'll do at the end of the live, I will scroll. If Facebook will let me, I will scroll through all the comments. We'll pick somebody and we'll gift one of these kits to someone. All right, so with these like this. Now, if you're doing this with young children, you may want to just use some wood glue or craft glue or whatever. For time purposes, I'm going to use my glue gun. Oh my gosh, I have this all out. Okay, my, glue tool, whatever you want to call it. Or you could do this for the little ones, right? For the young ones. But otherwise, just use a regular glue. Maybe let it sit a little bit before you paint them. Like I said, mine is more about time. And if you're using regular glue, you also even have time to, let's say you want to fidget with these a little bit, right? You have time, whereas the hot glue is drying. It's already dry. But I'm okay with this. I'm okay with the tilt on that, right? It's fine. All right. Oh, excuse me, my throat's itchy. Next, I think I think it's going to be easy if I just go ahead and glue the wood biscuits on this. Now, the one thing you want to keep in mind, right? You need a part of this to, what's the word I'm saying? Don't put your biscuits too far down, right? Because what are you going to do? I guess if you wanted to do it like that, you could. But chances that it might tip over, right? Because it's so big. That's why I only gave you 10 of the biscuits, because 11 didn't fit either. So 10 on for each. You get 20 in the kit, but 10 for each place card. But in this case, I don't even think I want to use, I'm not going to put my 10 in a row. I think I want to try to see if we can't mimic maybe the colors of a turkey, right? So let me grab my glue tool again. And what I'm actually doing is I'm going to go ahead and put a dot. There is a line on the biscuits that I just use to line up so they're all about the same. They're evenly spaced, but you don't have to if you don't want to. All right, you guys, I had 2 cups of coffee and I'm shaking now. I was trying to cut back on the caffeine and doing decaf or half calf, and I forgot when I replenished my coffee to buy the decaf, so I may have to go back and buy some decaf. So I am actually gluing the upper side of the biscuit. But if you want to do it like that, you can. This is totally your project. Now, one side of the biscuit does have a number 10 because that's what size this is. You wouldn't, so it's up to you if you want that 10 to show or not. Okay, let me go back. Priscilla, I know the sunflowers, I think, are so cute. And that could be, you can actually write, oh yeah, because you gave me the sunflower, you gifted me the sunflower coasters you made, which I actually have in my living room on my table. So we're going to start with this. And then I think I'm going to, I want to do a 2-layer. That's why I'm not going to do all 10 around it. I think that would be really, really cute. But I have to figure out, maybe on this side, maybe what I do so I can see, right? I need to be able to figure out the whole glue situation. Maybe I just kind of, and I got to put this back in the holder, let it heat up a little bit, right? So these I want to have sticking up just a little bit higher than the front. So what I'm going to do is, again, they have these lines on there. Oh God, this lighting is horrible. Horrible. Let's see if you can see. Okay, that might be better. I don't know. I am so sorry about the lighting in here, you guys. Hold on, I forgot to put my ceiling light on. That could be an issue. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. I put my ceiling light on, it might. But anyway, if you can see, oh, this light's not really doing what I wanted to. They're lines, and I'm just kind of lining up the lines here. Let's see if we condense that a little bit more. All right. So, again, I just think it would look cute to have these just a tiny bit taller than the front ones, right? I was looking at like pictures of painted turkeys, and most people are actually painting the back feathers a little bit taller. Also, another thing you could do with these, you could do a peacock. So how beautiful would that be, right? Because these could mimic, whoops, I went the wrong way, didn't I? These could mimic, oh, it's okay. These could mimic peacock feathers. All right. Here, I'll just do this. Maybe that will help. Oh my goodness, Josie, you're pathetic. You are you and your lighting. You're pathetic. All right. We have got to do something better here. I don't know what. Josie. It's funny because I see it nice and lit up here. Okay, that was better. Oh, and I see, you can see the reflection of my ring light here. But we'll just keep going. Oh, goodness. All right, so now we have our stand, right? We have our stand and what could be a turkey. All right, so next, it's up to you. You're gonna have one left. Oh gosh, that would be so cute. I am gonna use them all. I'm gonna glue that one on right there, and it's gonna be like one little turkey feather sticking up. There we go. I don't know. Maybe it's weird. Maybe what I should have done, and that's okay, you could do this. I should have made these two even a little taller. But you know what? It is what it is at this moment, and we are keeping it this way. All right, so I better grab a rag, just in case I need one. And I think what we're going to do, so, you know, many of you may have already bought the Pixie's favorite colors. I'm going to use them again. I mean, I love these colors. We're probably even going to throw some key lime pie in there. But let's start. Thinking, do I start with creamsicle? I think I will. I have to be careful. The art paint, if you're not familiar with art paint, it goes such a long way. And I tend to squirt too much on because I forget it goes such a long way. So I think I'm going to use my little whatever you want to call these trays, just so I can control. And then while my paint's wet, see, I want to just blend my edges. And you can just keep swirling your brush around. So, like I was saying, you will be getting a washable marker. And they're just all different colors because it was cheaper for me to buy like a variety pack of different colors, honestly, than it was if I were to buy like one color. Actually, it was really hard for me to find anything. Otherwise, I was going to have to buy like huge packs, like 100 and some or something, I remember. So anyway, you will be getting a washable marker with you, your kit as well. And kind of silly me, I sent my daughter home with all the markers, didn't keep any for myself. But that's okay. I think I've got some metallic markers I bought at the Dollar Tree that actually, remember one time using them for something, and when I went to put my sealer on, it reactivated. So I want to build my colors up. Hi, Melinda. Yes, this is a new kit, and I'm pretty sure I have it on the website right now. I feel like I'm such a mess. I mean, a scatterbrain today mess. I meant to check it before I went live, and then forgot. And I want to say it's a $10 kit. I don't think it's more than that. Oh, I hope it's not. I was trying to keep some of the kits at $10 or less. And I think I was able to keep them at 10. All right, so yeah, I think I'm going to just keep playing. I'm going to keep layering the honeycomb because it's easy to use all these other colors to blend with. So let's just kind of just start with one. We want to make it easy. If the kids are going to be doing these, we want it to be easy, right? Another thing that would be really fun with the kids is if you already have our watercolor set, you could base coat these. Well, you wouldn't even have to. I mean, you can put the watercolor right on top of the raw wood, but you could base coat these in any white, right? Any shade of white. Then have them come back with the watercolor. So now, okay, right? I just want to blend, kind of make it my version of turkey feathers for Thanksgiving. And I tend to pick up a lot of paint. Let's see. I'm going to end up adding, see how easy that is? There's no rhyme or reason. And look, take that residue from your brush and keep working around your edge. Hello, Cindy Carroll. How are you today, my friend? Okay. And I said I might. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use some chocolate souffle. I'm going to add a little bit more honeycomb. I may even blend it in with some cream puff. Because if I do that, I can kind of make my own beigey tone. And right now, this is just all about playing with some of these colors. If I end up putting key lime pie, it's just because I want to, not that turkeys have green in their feathers that I know of. See, I'll probably end up, that kind of made almost like a chocolate milk color. And you can see I didn't change my brush. right? Because turkey feathers are more brown than they are all these colors, but you do what you want to do. Oh, I know what else. Oh, how about some red velvet cake? So let's just get a little bit of each color on here. And kind of see where that takes us. Right? That chocolate souffle is a beautiful, and I think I'm going to use it without, I have to let that one dry. I need some more, without maybe mixing it with cream puff. I may end up, I don't know, I may end up getting another, I'll wipe some of that off. Getting another brush. So do you see how I'm using my finger? Sometimes it's really fun just to kind of finger paint a little bit. Just swipe a little bit on there. And before you know it, you've layered a bunch of colors. And I think I'm going to do down here, right? And again, I can come back if I want with some of the red velvet cake. That's what I'm using right now. Add a little bit more color around the edge. But you see how it's just really wispy? Leaving that middle really light. All right, so I think I'm going to just use the same brush, but I'm going to, no, you know what, I'll just get a clean brush. Because what I want to do, and I'm going to dry this real quick, I want to go back with the chocolate souffle. And that will outline my edges. What could be fun too, and you see Lisa doing this a lot, Lisa Mod, she will even go in with, you know those markers she likes to use? I forget what they're called. We could do that too. Or you could even do it with a fun tip. Fine tip brush even, kind of do little dash marks or whatever. Okay. See, I'm just not trying to be perfect. Right. Bring some of the chocolate souffle into the edge. You could do the same thing if you have, you know, which I do, but I just don't have them out, like the Tim Holtz type distressing inks. You could do the same thing. So, I don't know that I'm in love with this, but I think it's cute, and the idea is cute. And once it gets sealed, and you can seal it with any of your favorite sealers. Now here's something with our paint. If you, once it's dried, or it will reactivate with water. So I'm not crazy about how when I first blended that with cream puff, I just dampened my rag a little bit. Now I think what we're going to do is just kind of go back over it. Like that. Put a little bit of red velvet cake into it. Put a little bit more honeycomb. I don't think anyone's going to really know that I just fixed that. I'm going to go back over a little bit where some of these colors are just too dense. Now this also would be really pretty if you wanted to. You could take like your statuary or your gold and outline it. Thank you, Melinda. I really hope that, oh, which turkey? This one? Yes, I was going to say, you mean my turkey I did on our event? I love that turkey, Sallia color. But this would be really pretty. Maybe, let me grab my statuary. I think it'd be gorgeous with just right a tiny bit of statuary. And then I can paint that, but I think it would be. Let's see. Just put a little bit there. Whoa. And see what happens? I leave my lids open and then they start to dry. And then I get all gunky. See, I ended up not even using the green. I thought I might just as a little accent, but I'm not going to. I'm even thinking if I want to use, I'm going to try something. I'm going to take our, that's it, our icon brush, right? The one with the really, really fine tip. And I'm actually going to put it in water for a second and get that tip really sharp. I'm going to see if maybe I don't know how this will work. If it's, I'm going to lay it down and hopefully you can see it okay. I'm going to just kind of take the tip and maybe more inside the feather. It's kind of like how I did the one that, like how I did this. This side though, I kind of wanted to make it look like the light bulbs, the Christmas bulbs, right? The light of it. I know. What makes this pretty is when the light hits it. I'm not sure I'm crazy about it. I'm really critical in my own work. What I do. Sometimes I have to wait until everything dries and I can see everything when it's sealed. But actually it's pretty. It's hard to see it. It's like the light needs to be hitting it, so you may not be able to see it. I just want a little bit around this edge. I'm not sure I like that, but I've already started it. So it's going to be okay. It's a very, very thin line. Now, this is something too that most of the time I'll do. I will usually seal my surface before I even add like a metallic edge. That way, if I'm not crazy about it, I can immediately wash it off. It's harder to do because our paint's porous, right? So it's harder to do, oh, that's pretty. I like that, that's fine. It's harder to do when it's the unsealed paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and dry it and put, oh, thank you, Melinda. I appreciate that. Thank you, Cindy. I'm going to go ahead and dry it, and we're going to put force field on it. What I love about the force field, it has a higher sheen. So it really brings all these colors out. So let's just dry it. It's almost all dry, but the statuary needs to dry just a little bit more. Well, we could actually, you know what we could be doing? and that'll be totally dry. Let's paint our base in the statuary since I have it out. I think that would be really pretty. And you see, I'm always shaking my paint, even though I just shook it. I don't know why. It's such a habit, right? But you know what? It's okay, just in case anything has settled to the bottom. Okay. So, we're going to be releasing, like I said, a lot of kits, probably even maybe more today, tomorrow. I can release them all. We sent we sent Lindy and Lisa, I think 4 kits to start with that they can start promoting, because we know that, time has slipped by me, I can tell you that. We know Christmas is right around the corner, even though we haven't had Thanksgiving yet, but we know a lot of you, no different than me, I am already thinking about, how am I going to decorate for Christmas? I've got a Christmas party planned here at my house with my friends, and actually I'm going to be using these. I don't know if we're going to be able to have a sit-down dinner, and if not, what I'm going to do is I am going to I am going to be setting up a buffet table. So whether I decide to make individual place cards, or what I decide, maybe, just use these on the food, I am going to be using these. So this wood is super porous, but even with that said, even to see some of that wood graining is beautiful. They make these things out of like cheap wood, right? So I was going to say, your blocks, you can see I did these laying down, whereas this, I put one higher than the other. It doesn't make a difference. I thought it might, but you know what? These aren't going to fall out of the holder anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. Okay. That's so pretty. Look at that. Can you see how that's going to look? Right? It's going to look really pretty. We're going to let that dry, and I'm going to grab a clean little thing here. I'm going to shake my force field really well because it's a sealer. And I say this all the time. Contrary to what people believe, they say you should never shake a sealer. That is not true. The bubbles are going to eventually pop and work out. And that's really why people will say, don't shake a sealer, you're going to get bubbles. Well, you might get bubbles, yes, but they're going to work their way out as it dries. And I like putting 2 coats of my sealer, especially the force field, because not that this needs to be durable, right? But it will help give you a better barrier coat in the middle. And then the more, it's almost like the more coats you put on, like 2 or more, you get a beautiful sheen. And that's what I'm after. Even if it's like a really small project like this, I'm after that beautiful sheen. Because that's when my colors look richer. One thing I should note also with force field and pretty much any kind of sealer, sometimes if you put too thick of a coat, it will haze, okay? What you can do, if you're painting a solid color, you can actually add some paint, just a little bit. You want to like color your sealer. So drip some paint into your sealer, put it in a bowl or whatever, and that will help with the hazing. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens a lot of times when you're new and you don't understand how sealers work, you don't want to, they really should be thin coats. On these projects, I tend to get heavy-handed, but it has never affected my, I turned my phone off. I did. I turned this off. Oh, there we go. Anyway, I actually turned my phone off on my notifications. All right, so let's just dry this up so I can just put another quick coat. And then you can see what it's like in the holder. So one thing also I want to tell you. Before you write on here, I would say let it dry for approximately overnight, 24 hours. Because when I was experimenting with the other ones, I went ahead and dried it like I am now. And I'm going to put another coat. I went ahead and dried it and then wrote on it. And then what happened when I went to go wash off my writing, it had soaked into the sealer because the sealer really wasn't totally dry. So I do want, now if you're working on a big piece of something, you want to let this dry 4 to 6 hours, like on a big piece of furniture, whatever. But it's a craft project, right? It's a craft project. Okay. And now when I put this other coat, I'm going to see a much brighter sheen. But our sealers are not super shiny. It's not a gloss. These are more like, this one's more like a really soft satin kind of finish. And our meltdown looks like a waxed finish. Oh, did I miss something? Could you use it? Wait. Could use it to say what each dish. Yes, that's exactly what, that's what I was saying earlier. It's like, if you have maybe a buffet table. All right. We'll go ahead and dry it, and I'm just going to leave it the 2 coats. Probably should turn my glue gun off. I don't need it. So let me just dry it all the way and then I'll talk. All right, so the kit. Okay, let me get out of my iPad for a minute. Right? The kit includes enough to make 2 sets. I'm going to double check the price for you because Mr. Pixie would say, oh my God, Josie, you're such a slacker. He's got this term in his head and he's like, doesn't let it go. But I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to go to shop. Oh, and this week, holiday, oh, hold on. Oh, I went to the wrong kit. Okay. My new website will be up this week. I'll be emailing everybody. All right. So I may not have put it on here, but I could have swore I did because I thought maybe I didn't, but we're going to do it right now. We are going to get this on here right now and available, and I'm going to be able to tell you. Okay, that's not what I want to do. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Oh, I will figure this out someday, right? It's always on my iPad. I always have a hard time on my iPad. What is that? You know, I feel like I'm missing some stuff. Like I'm not seeing my Google. Oh, there it is. Okay. The Chrome. We are going to, let's see if that's going to take me to, that is not. my admin page, right? There we go. Get out of that. Oh my gosh. Oh, again, okay. Let's see how, I never use my iPad for this kind of thing, so I don't know how it's working. All right, so as usual, I did something that I ask my affiliates not to do. Oh, I'm just a mess. I'm just a mess. Actually, I lost my icon for my business page on here, and I don't know why that is. I will get these on the website ASAP, but I'm pretty sure it's, I really do. I think they're $10 for 2 kits, but I will double check that. I hope you, this little light. Lisa, I cannot give myself grace, but I appreciate that. I should have been prepared. I ask everybody else to be, and then I'm not. That's not right. Right? Okay. Got to be in the light. There we go. Oh, goodness gracious, Josie. So 2 kits. You get 2 place cards in 1 kit. I love you too, Lisa. Thank you. It means a lot. I've been really hard on myself lately, and you know that because you and I chat. So anyway, you get enough to make 2 of these. So here's like one I made to look like Christmas bulbs, right? Oh, and I was going to grab, hold on, I'm going to grab Benny out of the freezer and see if, okay. If you put, so I put Benny in the freezer. I didn't even cornstarch this because if you freeze them, you don't need to cornstarch them. All right. I thought if you did a Christmas one, how cute. I mean, you could have them, right, peeking behind it. You could actually, you could have him even, right, because the pixie dough is flexible. You could have him sitting on it. And then you could actually use, you know, whether you could put someone's name on it sideways, why not? Or have him standing. I thought it'd be cute to have him sitting like that. See that? Anyway, it's yours to do with whatever you want, however you want. If you don't want to use all 10 of the biscuits, you don't have to. These were just some ideas to, you know, just wanted to give you some ideas, that's it. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to go live maybe every day this week and show you some of these different kits. Why do I have a hard time committing to that? Because life happens. I get so stuck on this new website. Once that gets launched, I have no more excuses. And I am going to go back and start working on it. I need it to be perfect, and I'm making it user-friendly. I hope you will appreciate. I showed my daughter Amanda how I've got it set up. It's super clean, and I hope you'll like it, and it'll be easier for you to order. In the meantime, have a great afternoon wherever you are. I love you. Thank you for being here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. I'm going to scroll. Let's see. I'm going to scroll so we can gift one of these. Don't go anywhere. Oh, Facebook is going to do this today. Hold on. Priscilla, if you're still here, I've got your address, whether you're here or not. You're going to be gifted one of these kits. So, yay! See, this is what happens when you stick on our lives, and the more you comment, and that's really what the trick is, right? The more you comment, the more chances you have when we're scrolling randomly, because you got comments everywhere. Thank you again for being here, Priscilla. I'll get one of these out in the mail to you ASAP. I do love you all. You are my friends, and you brighten my day. All right, have a great Monday. Probably see you tomorrow, all right, with another kit. Bye.